everyone. It's Lucinda Secrest McDowell, and I want to congratulate you because we are all still here. And I want to begin by saying that I realize that there is no way I can possibly imagine all the challenges you are going through in this season of your life. I know these past couple of years have been so difficult, but I do have to say that I am confident of one thing. One of God's purposes for us is to be people that know how to overcome challenges. And you may have already looked at our memory verse for this week, the one that says, everyone born of God overcomes the world. Now, when you think of that word, an overcomer, perhaps like me, you are reminded of someone who's faced major obstacles or catastrophic challenges, yet has persevered and been successful, prevailing against all odds. I can hear your voice. It has the same kind of doubt that I often actually whine. The voice that says, I can't do this. It's just too hard. Well, this week, we're going to learn how God brings comfort through the Holy Spirit, but also power that helps us do far more than we could ever do on our own. About a year ago, I just realized it's been a year, I tore a page out of one of Johnny Erickson Tada's newsletters. See that picture of her? It says, let's get going. And up at the top, I think I wrote 50 years in a wheelchair, cancer and COVID, that she had survived. And I taped this to a place that I can see every single day. Johnny telling me to let's get going. You may know who Johnny Erickson Tada is. She was a very athletic teenager back in the time when I was a teenager, not quite as athletic. And she dove into a very shallow pond and became a quadriplegic. And that was more than 50 years ago. But every day she gets going. I can't even begin to tell you her regimen. But I figure if she can do this, I can do this. Johnny has done so much for people with disabilities all over the world for more than 50 years. And so if you were to ask me who my living, breathing example of a hero is, Johnny would be at the very top of my list. Now, when people ask Johnny about the many tragedies that have come upon her in life, she makes it clear that she believes that sometimes God allows suffering and affliction to get our attention and help us focus on what matters most, what is really important. I remember C.S. Lewis talking about how God shouts to us in our pain. I know some of us are in pain right now. Do you hear his voice? Are you going to use this time and not waste it so that you and I might learn from this experience of challenge? Because God can use anything, friend. It may be a medical diagnosis or a health scare that got you started on this wellness journey. But by now, you are probably realizing that seeking God's purpose is far more comprehensive than just a few health guidelines. That's why I love First Place for Health. It is full and covers all aspects of who we are. Now, some of you are discouraged. I understand that. Maybe you haven't been as successful in recent weeks as you hoped, or maybe you're ready to give up. You know, I love that King David, and it does say that he was a man after God's own heart. I love that there is a place in Psalm 73 where he acknowledges, my flesh and my heart may fail. Do you sometimes feel like a failure, either through your body or through your spirit? I don't know. Let me point out the next verse. I want to tell you what he said before he said, my flesh and my heart may fail. He says, who have I in heaven but you? In other words, he knows that he is not alone and God is with him. And then he says, my flesh and my heart may fail. But what I want to wrap up is the very next verse, which begins with two words that will change our life, friend. But God. but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Know it, believe it, and with that knowledge and belief, I believe that we can all overcome the challenges that come our way. I'd like to say a blessing over you as you enter into this week's study. Oh, let the Son of God enfold you with His Spirit and His love. Let Him fill your heart and satisfy your soul. Oh, let Him have the things that hold you, and His Spirit like a dove will descend upon your heart and make you whole. Jesus, oh Jesus, come and fill your lambs. Jesus, oh Jesus, come and fill your lambs. I'll be praying for you.